general nerdery.
It occurred to me that as we were watching the trailer for whatever the fuck M. Night Shyamalan movie that I've already forgotten the name of.
Trap.
Sure, whatever. I don't actually think I've ever seen an M. Night Shyamalan movie all the way through. Or, like, I don't know if I've ever seen any of them.
There's, what, 2 that are worth it?
But I
3?
still, like...
I still haven't seen Split, so I can't comment on that.
It's interesting to me, though, that, like, he has... His, like, twist thing has become, like, his style has become such a, like, bit of our media that I know, like, so much about him with zero actual experience. I think I've seen the, I almost said The Fifth Element, The Sixth Sense, the other Numbers movie starring that guy.
That one's worth it.
Yeah, that one's great. I have a soft spot for Signs.
Oh.
Is that the water one?
I have a soft spot for like the first 3/4 of Signs.
By the way, I'm Steven.
Right. General nerdery.
Tyler.
It's trailers. Zach.
Trailers, we're talking about them. This will be short.
You know, it's a trailers episode, so we're real loosey-goosey.
Let's go with Trap first, because that's...
We're already talking about it.
So if they wouldn't have given away that much of the twist in the trailer, that's what I was going to guess, was that, oh, Hartnett's actually the killer. And then that's actually like the setup, and that makes me a lot more interested.
Yeah. So for a quick, if you haven't heard of this, like I had not, guy takes his daughter to Lady Gaga.
It's a Lady
concert,
Gaga stand-in.
or Taylor Swift, or fucking whoever.
Rihanna. You know, it's definitely like a stadium concert for a big pop star.
Mm-hmm.
Realizes that there's a bunch of cops, finds out that there's a serial killer in the concert, like in the thing, and they're trying to catch him. And surprise, surprise, the main character is the serial killer.
As far as right now, I think it's going to be the daughter. I think that's good. I think that there is going to be a twist, and that the twist is that we haven't had it revealed yet.
I think you're on the right track. I think he's the killer, but I think he's been raising his daughter to be the killer. So when
Something
he gets
like that,
captured
yeah.
at the end, she's still free.
Yeah.
I recognize that I I listen to a lot of fucking true crime. I am so particular about how serial killers are portrayed in true crime that this entire trailer borderline offended me. There's a thing with true crime that it's serial killers are not the super dangerous monster that this person is being portrayed as.
They're creepy little gremlins who keep killing people.
They're sad little shitheads
Who keep killing people.
Like, and this guy,
Quit fucking killing people.
this guy clearly, they seem to be leaning in towards some like BTK, the
Fine
torture kill, yeah, who was a like dedicated family man, horrific murderer.
Who was being set up in Mindhunter, and now we're not getting any more of it. Sorry, that still bugs me.
That's fair, but like they're trying so hard to do that. But they're leaving out every little bit of, because they have him as like handsome dad guy who's a good. No, he was a pathetic little shithead. Like who used the HOA to torture people when he wasn't like literally torturing people. So I don't know. Like I realize it's a movie, yada yada yada. But anytime we try to make serial killers like true monsters, I just fucking roll my eyes through the back of my head.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how it goes. It looks like a very dumb, bad movie that I will probably watch. The best part was I watched the trailer and I tried to show it to my partner, and she immediately bailed. She was like, no, thank you. I would not like to watch a movie about a serial killer at a giant pop concert when I have tickets to go see Taylor Swift later this year. Please don't put that in my brain. And I was like, oh, very good point. Didn't think of this.
The pop star was the serial killer is such a better swerve.
No,
Which still might happen as well.
I'm just saying.
Or all of the above.
All I know is like I said before, I wasn't as interested until they revealed he's the killer in the trailer. And now I'm like, okay, that's a better hook than I thought this was going to be. Maybe
Also,
when it comes to home streaming.
Side note,
Fuck the police
I was
in
gonna
this
say,
movie.
offensively bad choice by the police. And like, if to be into true crime is to watch the fine line between we do actually need some level of policing and like, holy shit, why are all of them bad at their jobs?
Thousands of people at a concert, and you decide, let's just add more people with guns to this scenario.
Let's put a high stress scenario like this, even ignoring like the cops are on the look for a serial killer, so they're going to ignore every little bit of like human rights. Let's trap a serial killer in a room or in a building with literally thousands of hostages.
Have they not seen The Collection?
That's our plan.
They know that's a bad idea.
Oh yeah, no, this whole movie seems like a bad idea. But
Yeah.
so is letting M. Night continue to make movies. So
They make enough money that he somehow does? Or
Old
at
was
least his
fun.
movie in the 90s made
I
enough
liked
money
Old.
that...
the trailers for Old looked fine.
There's some interesting concepts in Old, and it does do a kind of twisty thing at the end, but it's not like wild. But it does do some very brutal like effects within the concept of a beach that makes people age rapidly.
It's just an episode of Star Trek, but by M.
Basically.
Night Shyamalan.
100%.
I mean, literally, that's an episode of Lower Decks. Like,
Yeah.
I guess Joker next. It kind of translates into shit I don't really care about.
Actually, that's the perfect line to keep going. Is the Joker next? The biggest reason I'm interested in this is because Lady Gaga is a competent actor, and I'm curious to see her in a musical.
This
100%. That's the only reason I would watch this.
is a sorry. Go ahead.
That's all I got.
It looks better than the first one to me.
That's the other thing I was going to say. It does look better than the first one.
Is this the same production team or
I
like
think
same
so.
people?
2, it is actively exploding the minds of all the worst people on the internet. Love that. Love that. 3, Lady Gaga. Cool with her. Fine with it. No problems with it. The idea of like an actual healthy romance between, or quote unquote healthy, between Harley and the Joker, nah, no interest whatsoever.
Oh, I mean,
Quote unquote. This
quote
one
unquote
seems-
healthy. It doesn't seem like it's trying to be healthy one bit.
No, but it seems to be trying to put a lot more of it on Harley.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like yeah. The fact that it's a musical is fascinating to me. Like, that might be why I watched this.
That is 100% the biggest selling point for this in my book.
It's a jukebox musical, correct? Like, they're not doing original songs for this.
If that's the case, that's a little less of an interest to me, but also I'd be curious to know what songs they pick for it.
The only songs we heard in the trailer were jukebox songs, so...
Yeah.
Which me and Tyler, after watching the trailer, did think of talk about Austin Powers and Birdback Rat.
So every time I hear that song, that's immediately what I think of.
Same.
We all know my opinions of the Joker. Like, there are good Joker stories. I do think we need, like, a solid 5 to 10 year retirement of the character.
Yeah.
Utterly forgettable. I know I watched it.
There was a bunch of rain. Like, literally, that seems to be the, kind of sad moments in the rain with love is about all that stuff.
I remember it being really into music drops. I also can't remember.
Yeah, so the first movie seemed like it was trying to say something and then utterly failed at saying anything because it wasn't willing to go in any direction far enough, other than let's look like a Scorsese film. So this one actually does interest me more because it seems like they're doing away with that and they're like, we established our version of the Joker. Let's actually maybe have a little bit of fun with it and lean into some of the surrealism. And now we know that we can just go off into his crazy head because he's the Joker. And most of what we saw on screen probably isn't real.
Yeah.
And how they play with that might actually end up being interesting, but I'm actually more interested in it because it seems like it's not trying to say anything other than here's a story about these characters now.
Yeah.
I'm still more interested in the Batman 2 than I am in this if we're going to look at like.
Which do you think we'll get a Batman too?
Oh yeah, they're actively working on it.
Okay. And do you think it's going to be part of the new universe? Interesting.
They are at. I don't know why this is one of the movies to survive the changeover. I think James Gunn was just like, the Batman ripped ass. Let's like,
yeah.
But like, we don't want to have to change it, so we're not going to include it in the new.
Yeah. And they were already working on the Penguin, and like they had invested a bunch of time into these movies already.
I imagine they put a lot of cash up for Colin Farrell and Robert Pattinson.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably were like, we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna do these ones.
Transformers 1?
Yeah, because we're gonna save. We all know we're saving last.
Yeah.
I'm amazed how much Transformers lore I know for someone who does not watch Transformers outside of Beast Wars, which ended in the 90s. They're like, oh yeah, before he was Optimus, he was, I've already forgot the name, but I was like, oh, I knew that. Like,
yeah, he
Orion
was.
something?
Orion Pax.
Thank you.
Oh, there's Alpha Trion. Oh, then. And like, fucking tentacle thing showed up, and I'm like, it's the, now that I'm on camera, Mike, whatever, cannot remember a single. Quintessence. That's the word I was looking for.
Thinking about the fact that his name is Orion, I just want the crossover where he becomes Grendelkon.
Would be better. I had no idea this movie was coming. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to Transformers, particularly since the live action movies came out. Animated is the way to go with Transformers movies, first off.
Yeah, it looks really good.
It looks fun.
Like animation wise, it looks pretty great. I'm into the animation style they chose for it. It's nothing like wildly innovative, but it looks like a good, accurate representation of like the comics that I've seen and like some of the feel for Transformers.
Young, goofy Optimus Prime and Megatron is bizarre to me. They've multiple times in like comics and stuff done like those two used to be friends. So that is not what I'm saying, but like those two being snarky to each other when like, yeah, you know, Optimus is iconic, but he's not exactly funny.
Yeah, that was a weird thing to just see him not be that kind of like leader figure as hard.
I did see one thing being like, I never want to see Optimus without his faceplate again, and I kind of agree with it.
Yeah, this one's an uncomfortable
one.
Keegan-Michael Key is Bumblebee. I'm very in for.
Yeah, I'll go most places that Keegan-Michael
Scarlett Johansson is serviceable. She is an incredible.
Alita 1, I think.
She's a great actress. She does a great job. She earns her paycheck, but also it's just like Scarlett Johansson, just doing Scarlett.
That was definitely there was like Chris Hemsworth is doing a voice. Keegan-Michael Key doing a voice.
Brian Tyree Henry.
Yeah,
he's the one I didn't recognize the name of.
Atlanta, right?
Yeah, and he's Officer Davis, isn't he, in the Spider-Verse?
Oh, cool. Okay, cool.
I think so.
Miles is dead.
Yeah. No, okay, so here's the thing that weirded me out, and it's like, so we actually watched 2 trailers. We watched like the minute teaser and then like the full 3-minute trailer. And they seem to have wildly different tones between the two of them. That teaser seemed like it was way more geared at like 5 to 12-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the full-length trailer is like, I've been working on names. I've been thinking of Badassatron. You're like, that wasn't quite the same vein as the trailer we watched
from 5
before.
to 12, or are we going for like 12 to 18 here? Like,
I mean, it feels like it's for a very specific. It feels like it's getting into a lot of deep lore that I'm only loosely familiar with. So I feel like it's trying to play to like older people who now have kids who liked the 80s cartoon show and want to go see something with their kid.
Oh, and the action is actually kind of hardcore. They're getting away with it because it's robot on robot.
Yeah. That's how Samurai Jack got away with wild shit for years.
Which is weird. That's weird. You could just do stuff to a robot, which is pretty fucked up.
Also, though, the action looks pretty fucking dope.
No, honestly, the whole thing is pretty good, other than they're like, we can transform now. And I'm like, your species are literally called Transformers. Like, this is not a rare power.
No, that's,
It was when this movie was taking
this is
place.
a long ass time ago.
That's true. Transformers do have, like, have you ever looked at the Transformers timeline?
It's something stupid, right? Like, except there's like giant periods of time where nothing happens.
Yeah. Millions of years go by sometimes. Like, between when the Transformers crash on Earth and when they wake up, in this, like, before the evolution of man, modern day. Beast Wars is just fucking smack dab in the middle, and you're like, they're on Earth, like, that's an Australopithecus. Okay. Did not expect that. So, yeah, this could literally be, like, 30 million years ago. But they still transform into alien cars.
Which, fine. Cool.
Yeah.
The enemy that they showed in the full trailer seemed kind of interesting. The sort of Cthulhu-y thing.
I think those are the I want to say the quintessence. They're in the movie, which we did an episode on forever ago, and it's basically like 6 music videos mixed into one movie.
Right.
And it's robot tentacles.
Robot tentacles. Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's the best looking out of all of these.
I wish I would have seen if they had a Red Band trailer because the beeps were getting distracting. I just would rather hear them say fuck. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that we saw, like, they made a big deal when those original images released of Wolverine because it had the long sleeves. And they also were like, well, he asked for long sleeves while working in that desert scene because he's just recovering from skin cancer and, like, wants to be careful. Which, respect. I'm really happy we got some sleeveless Wolverine because...
Did they digital his sleeveless?
I don't know, but, like, it looked better.
I didn't notice it if they did, but also...
Because, like, I've seen those shots from set. Like, he's got sleeves on.
I have no idea. I haven't looked too closely. I don't
know what the fuck's going on. They seem to be jumping all over the fucking place.
From what we've put together from the different trailers, the TVA is going to grab Deadpool to save something. Sure sounds like he has to save his timeline from stuff he said here. He recruits a Wolverine, and this sounds like the Old Man Logan Wolverine. Like, you pointed out there was the, like, giant Ant-Man
skull,
which is a thing from Old Man Logan. And also, this is the Logan that failed to save blah, 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 is a very Old Man Logan thing, where Mysterio...
But it seems like Old Man Logan and not Logan.
I hate that I know what you mean with that sentence, because that was the worst sentence for description.
I don't know what you mean with that sentence.
Logan is the movie that is based off the comic Old Man Logan. However, the only thing they really took from the Old Man Logan comic
is that he's old.
Is that he is now old.
And that something bad happened.
And that something bad had happened, and all of the other X-Men are dead. Old Man Logan, I haven't read in years because I've realized Mark Miller is, like, one of my least favorite writers.
He's kind of a shitbird, yeah.
But Old Man Logan is the best comic he ever wrote because it is just like someone took a bunch of acid in the Marvel Universe and wrote down whatever came to mind. There's a T-Rex with a Venom symbiote. There's...
Old Man Hawkeye shows up.
Old Man Hawkeye, who randomly had a kid with Peter Parker's daughter, which is where the, like, Spider-Woman lady is from, which is terrifying to think about, because Hawkeye's older than Peter. Yeah, that's... Hawkeye doesn't come across great in this.
There's some very disgusting things with the Hulks.
There's a lot of Hulk.
We don't need to get into this.
Sex disgusting or
Hulk
like body
cest.
horror? What?
Hulkcest.
Gross.
Yeah.
Even grosser
Also,
than-
Wolverine.
But also they're
Cutting
like the
himself out of the
shitty.
hook, like-
They're also the shitty Old West landlords, though.
And rednecks.
gross.
It's a weird fucking story. It was admittedly kind of cool in a over the top kind of way.
Dude, the
Mysterio is the one that beats the X-Men by mind controlling Wolverine, so he thinks he's fighting all of the big villains.
This has come up on a different thing at one point.
Stab.
yeah the villains realize that like any time that they've tried to come together, the big weak point is that even when they come together, they can't take on the X-Men because there's like 200 of them.
And they're like, oh, well, it's actually part of a storyline that they tried elsewhere. We're like, oh, we keep losing because we keep going against the same people. So let's send you over here and you over there and blah, blah, blah. And this one actually had them effective instead of, but yeah.
The Old Man Logan ongoing that came out of it, though, was fucking incredible.
It's supposed to be really good.
It's so much better than Miller's Old Man Logan. And the art is.
Well, yeah, it's Andrea Sorrentino on the art. I don't remember who wrote it, but they had a little thing because, like, Logan died in the main universe. So they went, what if we just used every other version of Logan? Like, we won't have Wolverine, so we'll have, like, 6 Wolverines. Because that's when X-23 became Wolverine. They introduced Honey Badger, who is the best version. Dakin gets more involved. His Ultimate Universe son gets brought over. Old Man Logan gets brought into the 616. Like,
His part of the Secret Wars crossover was also really dope.
yeah. I just thought it was funny they made such a big deal about killing Wolverine and then such a big deal about bringing him back. But there were more Wolverines while he was dead.
There were so many Wolverines. Anyway, back to the movie. The movie looks great.
It does. It looks good.
Oh yeah, it looks so fucking cool. I'm like, it's the third Deadpool movie. The last two have been really fucking fun. This looks.
It's mostly set pieces and Ryan Reynolds being horny for making this movie, but like,
But he's getting to make this movie.
yeah,
Those movies have always worked because he's been horny to make those movies.
It's a formula that's worked so far, and I don't see this one being bad in any way. It might just be like the same as the last two, which I liked.
I think it's hard to capture the real magic of the first one, but that's fine.
But the second one was so fun too.
Oh yeah.
With how anticipated this is, and it being the only Marvel movie we're getting this year, we're going to get, I think, a couple other TV shows by the end of the year, but do you think that there's any big drop that they do out in it at the end or something?
I fucking hope not.
I feel like they probably will try to do something. I couldn't tell you what it is.
I mean, I already think like the reason he's having to recruit Wolvie is having something to do with incursions and setting up Secret Wars. But
There was a rumor going around for a little while that Secret Wars was going to be basically Tobey Maguire as Old Man Spidey and Logan as Old Man Wolverine. I said Logan, I meant, you know who I meant.
yeah.
Which is wildly uninteresting to me. But I'm sure there will be something. If they recast Kang, here is where we're going to see it for the first time.
Which, yeah, they might do that.
What do you think about the Cassandra Nova of it all?
I don't know what that means.
Cassandra, the bald lady.
Oh, yeah.
So if you don't know who she is Professor X's evil twin, who he murdered in utero because they were already starting to develop their psychic powers, which makes no sense whatsoever. And he realized that she was evil.
Evil.
She's later beaten by Jean Grey for a while, with like Jean Grey literally installing empathy in her brain because she didn't have it. Like that was part of the problem. She was just
Didn't have empathy.
yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And then they got around that by being like, hey, it turns out that like I have empathy, but also it feels really good to kill.
Well, I mean, if you get real horny for it beforehand, you would get...
The problem with Cassandra Nova is they have spent the last 25 years turning Professor X into a borderline or sometimes outright villain in his own right. So evil Professor X doesn't land the same. But
Unless
we already
it's
have
more
Charles. Like,
evil.
yeah, but it kind of equal. Okay, I'm the only one who thinks this way, but it's kind of like Carnage to Venom. Like, we already have it. Do we really need a second one? And the answer for most people there is yes. So I know I'm wrong, but because Carnage is more evil Venom.
Yeah, basically.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm curious how deep they go into Cassandra Nova, because that was definitely the easy version of her origin.
Yeah, it was a Grant Morrison origin, man. Sometimes you just have to like try to condense it down to a sentence or two.
So technically, she's a parasitic life form from the astral plane that telepathically entwined with Xavier while in the womb, and he killed her, but she was powerful enough to be able to exit the womb and form a body.
I wasn't wrong.
Wait, he killed her, but she still was born?
Turns out it's really hard to kill a telepathic entity.
What? From the astral plane.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that I feel like that's going to be a lot of shit that they're going to have to explain in media, but I feel like they're going to kind of just like zip through
they're
it.
going to go, it's Xavier's evil telepathic
Yep, that's
twin.
what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Well, it was like the smartest thing they did with
And given the
Deadpool
TV
2, which was don't explain Cable.
Oh, no. We've done multiple episodes of Word Balloons to fail to do that.
Given they have the TVA ready, they'll literally just say variant of Professor X.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
my
however
guess.
they want to do it. It's interesting, I've realized as I've like go through X-Men villains, I fucking love the X-Men. I don't have strong opinions about most of their villains. Apocalypse is fine, but like kind of diminishing returns. I don't really care about Mr. Sinister. Cassandra Nova's okay.
Love modern day super campy Sinister.
Yes. Making Mr. Sinister like
Extremely sassy and campy.
Giving him the subtlety of RuPaul's Drag Race has helped the character significantly. But like they introduced him in X-Men 97 and he had his like old school dangerous vibe and voice. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Like,
give me sassy Sinister. That's it?
bye.
Bye. Bye. Hi, everybody. General Tyler here. If you like the show, please hit subscribe however you're listening to us right now. Also, if you could rate and review us however you're listening to us right now, or preferably over at Apple Podcasts, we would super appreciate it, as the whole world is ran on algorithms, and we want to be all up in them, getting our voice out to more places. Also, I mean, tell your friends. We always appreciate that. If you want to get in contact with us, ask us questions, give us comments, email us generalnerderypod@gmail.com. You can also contact us through our website, www.generalnerdcast.com. While you're there, check out all of our back catalog, or click the links up at the top, as we are part of the Earworm Podcast Network. Go check out all of our sister shows. We're involved with most of them, so if you already like listening to us talk, it might be in your best interest. And if you want to check out everything from the network, head over to earworm.com, EARVVYRM.com. We'd super appreciate it. Love you all. Have a good one.